SurGuard is A&A Masonry's proprietary solution for all your masonry needs, protecting them and sealing them for decades to come. Now, this is a great opportunity to show you what goes on when we're doing from one neighbor to the next, one house to the next versus grading. We're very high on this end and we're very low on this end. Both neighbors want to bring it together. We're always concerned, as you know, with water management, how the water is going to flow under the material, over the material, and let it go naturally the way the grading's intended. When we excavate here, and I'm getting ready to call the guys in to do the excavation, we're going to be exposing the foundation. It's probably going to be a little unsightly. We're going to cover it with SurGuard. It's that high build coating that we apply to foundations, masonry. It protects it from water penetration, but it also allows the above grade foundation to breathe naturally, so there won't be any bubbling or blistering. And it will also we'll also be able to choose a color that'll match and complement the stucco work and the colors in the stone and keep everything right on cue with this renovation. We want it from top to bottom to look beautiful and everything to match. As we get down towards the neighbors, which is much lower, we're going to deal with that brick on the side. We're going to remove some of the bricks. We're going to replace some of the bricks. We're going to seal it up with SurGuard, but we're going to manage the water. So the water will naturally flow towards the center and either go towards the front or the back, whichever way the grading is determined as we get our levels in here. And we, again, want to deal with the water using gravity as our friend.
A&A Masonry, an award-winning company servicing the Greater Toronto Area and the Golden Horseshoe. This is the 7th video in our series of the Complete Exterior Renovation series. In our last video, you saw the work done to paint the metal on the window frames and doors of the home. In this 7th video, you will see the application of SurGuard around the foundation of the home and the neighbor's home as well, that not only protects and seals the foundation, but also looks great as it decorates and accents the other exterior parts on the front of the home for a great curb effect presentation. SurGuard is an acrylic, heavy build, breathable and water repellent exterior masonry coating. Its unique chemical composition of inert inorganic pigments and fibers makes SurGuard weather immune, durable and unaffected by temperature fluctuations. It's also an affordable exterior coating. SurGuard is virtually indestructible yet flexible with excellent impact resistance. SurGuard is no mere paint film. It is unaffected by water, salt, acids, alkalis, and the corrosive elements in smoke and smog. This coating will last a very long time, saving you money on maintenance. Here is Greg at the beginning of this renovation project describing SurGuard and how A&A plans to use it on this home.
Okay, I wanted to bring you in close on the foundation. This is the side of the garage, typical around the house, a foundation that's been exposed 40, 50 years. We are going to seal this with SurGuard, which is a high build acrylic coating that's going to seal this foundation. It's going to prevent water from penetrating to adhering to the foundation and wanting to extract or pull off a lens of the cement, exposing the aggregate, eroding it. It also allows the inside for it to breathe, so it's not going to blister, it's not going to peel. That's exclusive with A&A Masonry, as we're licensed to use it as a commercial grade, but it is something that is going to be a permanent solution, unlike a typical parging where we would maybe put a mortar base on there to kind of protect it. Eventually that falls off. We have to repeat that again. SurGuard is a way that we can seal this for decades and decades and decades. The other nice thing about SurGuard is it comes in any color. So it's really going to go to enhance the vision that this couple has for their house and the materials that we could use.
And here you can see the SurGuard as it has been applied to the home. There are a couple of different instances where applying SurGuard can be done differently. In the case of this home, the SurGuard was applied directly to the foundation concrete to protect it. In some instances, when the home is very close to the street, you may not want to do it this way. Foundation concrete is mostly poured for structural purposes and can leave seams and imperfect surfaces that can be covered up for cosmetic reasons. SurGuard will still perfectly protect these surfaces. However, if the homeowner wants a perfect cosmetic appearance, then the solution is to parge the foundation first and then apply SurGuard to the smoothly parged surface. This provides a great aesthetic appearance with the same complete protection that SurGuard provides. In this case, as the home is further back from the street, the owner decided to apply SurGuard to the basic foundation surface without any parching. This still provides the same protection for the foundation. For curb appeal from the street view, you can't tell the difference.
Now you can see we've already excavated this down to the base that we want to start our interlocking job with, and we're going to start building the subgrade. Before we did that, because we exposed the foundation below the grade that was there prior to us starting this excavation, we wanted to seal it with SurGuard. They chose a nice color that complements the stucco. It's on the side of the house. It's not a big aesthetic, but we've sealed it up for the purpose that it's going to prevent water or any kind of damage and spalling on the concrete foundation that's now exposed. And it'll also complement it with the color that these homeowners have chosen. Now's a great opportunity for me to point out a few of the things that we've done to ensure that this product will last regardless of the weather that comes along with living in Canada. That is the SurGuard high build coating on either side. On this side, we had to first replace the bricks. We had to, all the spalling bricks, the water damaged bricks. It's a big call we get for repair work in the springtime, where a lot of people need that repaired. Otherwise, it progressively gets worse and worse. In this case, we took them out, replaced them with concrete brick. We parged over top of it, but we sealed it with SurGuard, that high build coating that's going to prevent water from penetrating that surface, that material, and when it freezes, want to spall and erode. This will protect it. It's also one consistent color, so it looks beautiful. Aesthetically, it's pleasing. On this side, we had a nice parge finish. Makes sense for this homeowner because this is a main thoroughway. They got a pool in the backyard, side door. This is where the entertainment will come through as far as guests and so forth. On this side, not so much. It's where the appliances are, the heating, cooling appliances. So they didn't take the time, spend the extra money and labor to kind of clean it up. SurGuard does exactly what it's intended, beautifies it as far as color, but it protects the foundation so that no water will have an effect on it when it freezes and thaws. They spent a little more money on doing a nice window well around both of the basement windows. Looks great. It's going to really show and stand out once this is all done. It's almost going to look like a driveway. It's going to be a nice modular pattern once the crew comes back and does all this.
And here you can see the exposed foundation with no parching done, but SurGuard applied. With the color that the homeowner selected, the home is left with a great aesthetic appearance with maximum protection. That's why customers always put their trust in A&A and let their top crews get to work for you to make your next project the best that it can be for all the decades in the future. To schedule your next project, contact A&A Masonry today.